It's Blake with Jog to my Lou. Happy 4th of July if you're in the U.S. If not, I mean, we love you too. I do. I love you. I'm glad you're here. I hope you get something out of it. If you're new, if you've been running for 15 years, if you're an elite, I mean, if you're an elite, I don't know why you'd be following a guy with long hair. Anyway, shout out to the girl dads. What? Hot girl dad summer. I'm honestly, I know I have said this before, but I really do want to make this quick. My normal videos obviously are on Sundays, and I'm still going to have that. But I wanted to do something real quick for, I think I got like 22 subscribers. That's great, man. That's awesome. As long as people are getting something out of it, that's great. Maybe one of the 22 hasn't started running yet. Maybe they're like me and they just toyed around with it for a while and they didn't have the right shoes and they didn't really have the this and that. This is for you. If you don't have shoes, you haven't pulled the trigger on shoes, or you have shoes but you don't like them and you want to know somebody's opinion on something, maybe one of these four is something that will get you going. If you do have shoes and you've been thinking about one of these, here you go. Obviously I'm not sponsored, so I've paid with all these with my own money. And since I have done that, you know, these are old shoes. Oh, well, some of them are, you'll see. My 5K I talked about where I wanted to break 40 minutes. That was a very fun 5K. I actually had people that ran like 17 and 20 minutes stop, or when they got done, they waited on me to finish to make sure that I hit my goal, and I did, and I vomited twice after. Anyway, but I did that race in this shoe. New Balance 1080 V14. This is actually my second pair. I love this shoe. It is super dirty. I mean, this is a daily shoe now. I wear it everywhere. This is like so many ball games at the park on it, coaching. This foam, they call it Fresh Foam X. I'm sure everybody, if you don't know, it's called Fresh Foam X, and it's like bouncing on a mattress. Okay, imagine a mattress with no box spring. This is what it is, but it takes care of your feet, takes care of your legs. I can't say that I ever, besides just moving up in mileage, sore. These shoes never made my feet sore. My legs, they took care of me. If I needed a walking shoe, or if I was only running 5 miles a week or something, and I just wanted like a good recovery, slow pace. I don't know why I say, I mean, pace is relative. I've talked about that. But if you're like run walking and you're not looking to get into 5K, 10K, any kind of races, probably go with this. 165 US dollars, I believe. Great shoe. Would I buy it again? Yeah, I wear this every day. Now to work. The only reason I don't run in this every day now is because of the next shoe I'm going to show you. But when you pay $165 for this, you're paying for the foam. The foam is great. It's going to take care of you. Love this shoe. Outsole's great. These have more than 100 miles on them, and they're not like new, but they're awesome. They're great shoes to have. If you want one shoe and you're not going to race, I'd probably go with this. Number 2. Also, that's kind of like a one-trick pony, right? That is just a recovery shoe. I did do 2 5Ks in it because that's the only shoe I had. And with everything else that I have going on, I didn't really want to start spending 165 on this, 165 on this shoe, this shoe, this shoe. So I went with that, and it was a great shoe. It's still a great shoe. That's my second pair. The others were retired, but yeah, I love the shoe. All right, let's get to it. Salomon Aeroglide 3. Not everybody loves Heinz mustard, but this shoe was selling like flapjacks when I bought them, so I went with the size they had. So I said New Balance is like running on a mattress. This is like running on a mattress and a box spring. So this is going to give you what you put into it. You know, I'm not a shoe review guy, so I don't really know what to talk about, but it is a roomy toe box. I've got over 100 miles in these, and I know you may or may not be able to see it, but like there's no rubber gone. It's still there, and I'm a midfoot to heel striker. The only the tongue doesn't have it's not gusseted, but that doesn't bother me. This is a two-use case shoe, in my opinion. This is my daily mileage shoe. When I say daily mileage, I don't run daily. Y'all know that from my last video. But Mondays and Saturdays, what an idiot. Tuesdays and Saturdays, if I'm not trying to throw in training paces on my long run Saturday, I wear this. And this is a Tuesday shoe every Tuesday. Unless I've got something new in, I want to try it. This has over 100 miles in it. I haven't had it long. This is it. Two-use case shoe. If I was a new runner and I was going to buy a shoe tomorrow, and I was going to race at some point, I would probably go with this. I would definitely go with this over the New Balance. I'll say that. You may see something later that you like better, but for now I would say the New Balance being a one-trick pony with just recovery, this can do recovery and tempo stuff. And if you want to race in it, you can. It's very comfortable. I mean, but there's other shoes coming that, you know. Anyway, so right now, I would go with this. If I was a newer runner, it is a wider fit, like I said, fits me great. 140 US dollars, 145, maybe 150. I don't think it's 150. Anyway, I can look that up later, but Salomon Aeroglide 3. Ba-ba-bum. I know what you think's coming next, but I think I'm going to save it. So I want to go with this next. Saucony Endorphin Pro 4. Did you call it Saucony when you were in high school? I did. And the only people that really wore Sauconys in high school were kids that play soccer. At least in the South for me. I was too portly to run. I didn't say poor. I said portly. Fat. Man, this thing, this upper is so stretchy. Now, I almost didn't put this in here, and I'll tell you why. I don't think newer runners need plates. This has a plate. It's one of their pro shoes, so it has a, I think that's a carbon plate. Anyway, I almost didn't put it in there because I don't think beginner runners need carbon. I think we see all this stuff on social media about, you know, Joe Blow running a 4-minute mile and he did it in an Alpha Fly. That's great. I'm never going to run a 4-minute mile, number one. Number two, this shoe is not going to make me run even a 6-minute mile. I mean, I'm a 10 to 11 minute mile. I may say this Sunday, but I'm going to say it now. If you get in a shoe that's uncomfortable, your shoe is going to last as long as you can stand it. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be very long. So don't watch everybody else. Go to the store, try stuff on, get it offline where you can send it back. Okay, enough of that. This is their Pro version. It does have a plate for stability. The upper is, I mean, it's super thin. It's, man, the tongue's not, it's kind of a booty upper. It's not a booty upper, but it doesn't have, like the tongue is gusseted because it's all one piece. I was actually gonna sell these. I put these shoes on, I'm on an app. I'm on a running app, and has a marketplace on there, and I actually put these up for sale with like 15 miles on them, I think. And they didn't sell, which is fine. It's not a big deal. I'm glad they didn't sell now, because when I do, I'm telling you something. If you're a treadmill runner, this is it. Maybe I had 14 miles on them, because then a week later on a Thursday, I had 8 by whatever. I had a workout, and I wore these. Bang up shoe. So, I mean, again, I don't think a beginner needs a plate, but if you have the disposable income, I think these were like 200 and maybe 210 or something before the tariffs. I don't even know if tariffs, I mean, whatever. They're like 224 now, I think. I got these on a killer sale. I think I paid like 130 bucks for them or something. I don't remember, 140 maybe. So that's why I bought them, and I'm glad I kept them, because after 15 miles, this came alive. This would be like a mattress and 2 box springs. So it's gonna be firmer, but it's gonna give you that. I mean, there's not a whole lot of give to it, but I mean, coming off the toe, I mean, it'll give it back to you, everything you need. Again, if you only run treadmill, I'm telling you right now, you will not go wrong with this. All right. Saucony Endorphin Pro 4. I talked about a shoe in my last video, and I'm pretty sure that's what everybody thinks is coming next. And I don't want to do it just because you think you know. Okay, we'll do it. We're just gonna do this. Adidas Adipro, right? Adizero Pro 3. I have 2. You might say, why do you have 2, Blake? Well, I'll tell you, if you give me a second. Adizero Adios Pro 3. All right, so my buddy Kyle, this has been a while back. We talk a lot on that same app I'm talking about. We talk about a lot on there, and he's a bigger runner like me, and we kind of talk about what works for us, what doesn't. Anytime we get a shoe, we'll say, hey, look, I got this. I'm running it Saturday. I'll give you an update, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, he's a bigger guy like me. He has a wide foot like me. And when he would put these on, I would see his runs on Strava. Excuse me, gosh, my back hurts. I would see his runs on Strava, and he would always be talking about, like, man, this shoe's a banger. Man, the run was easy, and I feel like I can fly. I mean, just all of those things that makes you go, can I find one of those? So he talked me into buying them, and this was the first pair I bought. I bought these brand new from another jogger. I don't even know if you can, maybe on GOAT or something, you can probably find these. They're probably going to be 200 bucks or more. I don't really know. I think when they came out, they were $249. This is the Pro version. This is Adidas's Pro shoe. They have the Pro 4 out now, which they just came out, so this is at least a year. It's probably over a year old. Man, I don't know how to explain it. It is firm, but it's not. The foam, the Light Strike Pro, the foam is like, it's like landing on pillows. It's almost a smidge firmer than the New Balance, but it's like landing in the New Balance, but the toe off is like the Pro 4 Saucony, if that makes sense. I know that doesn't make sense. Anyway, very early on, I went against my better judgment because I kept saying, I'm new, I don't need why in the world do I need a carbon fiber plate? I got one. New Balance SC Trainer version 3, I think. I want to say it's got a 5mm drop. I did one run in it, like 6 miles. Achilles, plantar fascia, like everything, like in that one run. I couldn't run for like 3 or 4 days. It was ridiculous. So I sent those shoes back immediately. Well, instead of a plate, these have rods. The rods, although they give you back. These shoes are, yeah, I mean, I think this is the best race shoe. Now, again, I'm 8 months into my journey, but I've only taken this thing, I think, to 7 or 8 miles. Well, I have 2 pair. The shoe itself, I have only done like 7 or 8 miles in, but my 10K PR is an hour flat, which I think I can beat. I'm not really going for that right now, but I think I can probably beat that in this shoe now. But at the time I couldn't, and 1 hour was, I mean, it was great for me. I'm pretty sure I shed a tear. Again, I keep saying this, beginners do not need carbon. If you can come across a deal on these and you just want a race shoe, do not hesitate. I will say that, you know, going from something that's like a wider fit, this is more of a race day fit. It's not narrow because my foot fits in it fine. I've had no issue. So it's not narrow, but it's not wide. We'll just say that. It's a race fit. You know, the tongue's not gusseted, but again, like people make a big deal. It is what it is. I get along with it fine. Continental rubber, and this is like the new pair. I don't know how many miles I have on it, but it's obviously not even, I mean, there's nothing. Now these beauties, same shoe obviously. Continental rubber's kind of coming off, but the shoe itself, I mean, it's like, I bought this shoe used on that app I keep talking about. I think I gave like $60 or something for them because they had 130 miles maybe. That's a guess. You can find stuff online cheaper, or not cheaper. You can find things online. Just, you got to look for them. You got to be specific. Go to eBay, put in what you want, hit the notification thing. Anytime, you'll get an email anytime something pops up in your size. And I had done that. After I got the blue ones that were brand new and I did how many ever miles in it, I went to eBay, put all my stuff in, hit the notification bell for when something like this would pop up used. And I can't remember, was it WOD or, I can't remember. There's a runner that did a 200 or 300 mile review on this shoe. It's July now, so this was probably like May, possibly. WOD runner. I think it is WOD runner. He did a 200 mile review or 300 mile review on this shoe, and he said it didn't break in until 200. Now, he's lighter than me, so, but I think this pair has roughly 100 and probably 160 or 170 miles now. And you can see, I mean, it essentially looks just like the brand new pair. Besides the paint on the Continental's coming off. But again, Light Strike Pro, that's their Pro foam. Man, the foam is just great. I need y'all put in the comments, if anybody watches this, is the Pro 4 better than the Pro 3? I've heard it's very soft, and I don't know that I could deal with, I don't know if I could run it in the New Balance 1080 for 13 miles. That's what I'm getting at. I kind of want to use this, maybe the blue one, for my next half in August, but I don't know. We'll see. I haven't taken that mileage yet, so I don't know what I want to do yet. So that is, one more time, that is the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro 3. Great shoe. This is a two-trick pony as well. This is tempo and race day. Obviously, I would never tell anybody to run their recovery miles in carbon. And that's what that is. Carbon rods. Gosh, it's a great shoe. Makes me want to go run right now. Okay, here's the moment you've been waiting for. The shoe you already know I'm going to say. As a newer runner, as a heavy runner, as a wide foot runner, somebody that I love cushion, but I want a little talk back. You know what I mean? I want, give me a little oomph. I'm just gonna say it. If you want to buy one shoe to do recovery, tempo workout, track workout, race pace workout, or to race in, that's it. That's it. Adidas's Adizero Evo SL. I know I've talked about it multiple times. I know the hype on this thing is just ridiculous. You see that right there? Light Strike Pro. That look familiar? Move the laces. Light Strike Pro. So you get a daily trainer with the same race foam as a race shoe. This does not have a plate, but it's okay. Doesn't need it. If I had to guess, I would say that they're probably going to put a plate and call it something different next year. Because I think if this thing had like a, I think if it had like a wing plate. I know it does have like a shank in there, just a little shank, but not enough to call a plate. I think if they put like a wing or a T-plate or something in there, I think all the people that say it's not stable enough would change their mind. The only complaint I have on this shoe is the laces. I swapped laces to this. Amazon, they're like $6 or something. This foam is like, honestly, I can't give you an analogy. It's like butter. It is delicious. It is forgiving. It is calming. It's money. It really is. And The forefoot gives you that, like I said, it gives you that talk back. When you put down in this, it puts up. I mean, it gets you where you want to go. This is like I said, this is an anything shoe. It really is. I did 13.1 miles in this shoe. My last half marathon I did in this shoe. No issues. The only issue was it was in a parking garage and it was absolutely horrible. But as far as wear, I mean, I got a little wear in the heel, but these things have got 100 miles on them. Like, this is a 100-mile shoe. Continental rubber still there. Like, none of these are even down to the white. Like, they're still, I know you probably can't see that. I'll tell you why I don't run this every day. I would, 100%. This is my shoe. But somebody told me about 5 or 6 months ago, roughly 3 months into my journey, they said, you're going to get addicted to buying shoes. Just don't get addicted to the same shoe unless it's a race shoe. And I said, well, why is that? And they said, because these daily trainers, they're steadily upgrading. They come and go. Then you want to try this, you want to try that. People are hyping this. People are saying this is crap. This is the one exception. I'm just telling you, this is the one exception. I'm going to buy another pair of these shoes. And it's probably going to be before my next half. Whether I wear this to the next half or not, I really want to wear the Pro 3s just to try to get. Anyway, I really want the white pair with the blue stripes. It'd been really cool to have those today and wear them, but 4th of July, but I didn't. Anyway, I think this is the one exception to what they said about that, because I'm telling you, man, there's people with like 300 miles on these already, and they have no issues. So to the people that this shoe works for, I mean, are you buying another one? Because I'm pretty sure I am. To the people that this shoe does not work for, if it's a 10, send me a message. Again, I've had no issues with it. I know people say it's not stable, but I don't know. I mean, I'm hefty. Like, normally all hefty people need stable shoes. It's not the way I run because I'm new. Like, I know I'm horrible at everything. I mean, I made a beautiful baby. But besides that, I mean, I'm pretty much bad at everything I do. I feel like athletic-wise, probably. Tongue's not gusseted. I don't have an issue with gusseted tongues or not. It doesn't matter to me. Gosh, like I said, I mean, my mouth's just watering just looking at the shoe. If you had to buy one shoe today and you trust my judgment, this is it. Evo SL. There's a few places you can buy online and get like 10 to 15 to 20% off just by signing up, whatever. Obviously, I'm not affiliated with them, but there's a bunch of different places. I think there's like a highlighter. There's this color yellow in this shoe on Commonwealth. And if you sign up for emails, I think you get 20% off the jump. So, and I know they have a size 10 in stock because I got an email about it. But I really want the white with the blue stripes. Fresh. Fresh as a daisy. Anyway, I hope I didn't ramble too much. I'm 29 minutes in. I was going to make this short. If you're going to buy one shoe and you're hefty like me and you have a wide foot, even if you don't have a wide foot, it's perfect. Some people say you can go down half a size. I didn't. I buy everything in a 10. Just go on Amazon, buy different laces. Great shoe. Okay. I'm done drilling over that. Now, I've got one wild card. I've been doing long runs, okay? Now, some of you cats, my long runs are short, and I understand. I've been doing at least 10 miles for long runs for a while. I think I did like a 6 and an 8 a couple months ago, but before that even I was doing 10s. Well, it's nitty gritty time. I'm 6 weeks out from my next half. We're doing at least 10. Well, I'm doing 11 tomorrow. I'll just say that. Tomorrow, Saturday. I got 11 tomorrow, and then 2 weeks of 12. And then I think it starts tapering, but I'll probably just, regardless. Another good YouTuber that I watch all the time is Aubrey with Bigger Than Running. I'm sure you guys are aware. I'm sure y'all watch him. Great dude. We kind of got to talking on DMs. We kind of got to talking on Instagram, and I had asked him. I watched an older video of his, and I had asked him if he were going to buy this or that, which one would he buy? And he said, Neo Vista. This is the one, not the two. The two just came out. But if you're looking, I cannot give anything on this shoe. This is brand new. I'm going to run it tomorrow. Why'd you buy that, Blake? That's a year old. Well, it's brand new. It's still on Running Warehouse. And it was $112 maybe. You have to check my math on that. I think it was not much more than 112 to 120, something like that. And it's got a plate. So earlier I mentioned that beginners don't need plates. I don't think we need a carbon fiber plate. Let me just pause for a second. The reason I say that is because we can't help it. It's all around us. YouTube, Instagram. I don't have Snapchat, but I'm sure it's on there. You see these elite runners and they all wear carbon all the time probably. So then what do we, I got to have that because they have it. You don't. None of us are running the amount of miles they're running. None of us are running. I'm sure somebody is watching, they may be running, but we're not running 5-minute miles. Okay. So anyway, that's my stance on it. You can agree or disagree. We all have opinions. So I did 10 miles last Saturday in the Salomon Aero Glide 3. And it's got 100 miles on it. And it still gives me the pop. But I learned around 10 miles, that's about where it starts clapping out. So I start piddling around a little on the internet. I watch Aubrey's video, and I think he's hyping up the Vista 2 maybe. I think he just got the Neo Vista 2. So I just asked him about him, and I said, in your opinion, which he's the same as me, he's going to give you his opinion, whether they send him the shoes or not, his actual opinion. And I asked him if the Vista 1, if he would buy the Vista 1 for $112 or the Vista 2 for whatever, it's $190 or $200, whatever, how much ever it is. And he said this all day. So, with it being a max stack, max cushion, and a plate, in my mind, it made sense to grab it and see if it works. See if it works for me. Again, I got it from Running Warehouse, so I can wear it for 60 days. I'll probably know in about 3 weeks or not if it works for me, and I can send it back and get credit or, whatever. It is a booty style. I don't know if everybody, I put it on. I like it okay. I don't really know. I've never had any other booty shoes, I don't think, so. But it's a smooth looking shoe. Honestly, I thought this was white. In the picture, it looks white. But in person, it's gray. It looks really good. I hope it feels as good. Of course, I put it on running around the house. My wife likes to laugh at me when I do that. But it feels great. Hopefully this will fill that void of, You're going to say, why don't you wear the Evo SL for 10, 12 miles? I would, but I don't want to burn them out. Like, I know. I just love the shoe so much, I don't want to wear it out. That's what I'm saying. I know I can buy more. I know. I just don't want to burn it out. Anyway, I may give a review on this, and I like to get... I'm not a review guy. I'm not. I like to watch them, but that's just not my forte. You want to ask me about, like, how to cook a Boston butt? I got you. You know? How to coach T-ball? I got you. How to go in 8 months and somehow I'm averaging 20 or 21 miles a week? I got you. But I don't know the right things to say about reviewing shoes, so I'm sorry and I apologize, but I love you. With that being said, every shoe that I reviewed, I think, by now has at least 60 to 65, 70 miles on them. Some of them, like I said, have 100 plus. But anyway. So, to follow up real quick, we're at 35 and a half minutes here. If you have not tried this, I would try to find the Evo SL. I would buy this shoe. If you say, Blake, I just need one shoe to run. I run 4 miles a week, and I run 4 days a week, 1 mile a day. Evo SL. Why? Because at some point you're going to run 2 or 3 miles, and you're going to say, your wife's going to say, hey, why don't you run a 5K? Or your boyfriend's going to say, hey, why don't you run a 5K? Boom, you got it. You don't need another shoe. I've done half a marathon in this, and I honestly think I could have taken it if my legs were absolutely toast. But because I'm overweight and I'd never ran that far before. Well, I did in practice, but anyway. You can burn a 5K in this. Most everybody is faster than I am. You can burn a 5K in this. You can burn a 10K in this. I know you can do a half, and that's 13.1 miles, and I'd be willing to bet this shoe, I'd be willing to bet it would do a full marathon. I just haven't done that distance yet. Anyway, that's what I'll say. Evo SL would be my top pick. They're easy to come by. They have full race foam. This full nugget here. That's all race foam. Light, upper's good, very good padding. You just need laces. Like I said, get laces. But this would be my pick. I love y'all. We're at 37 and a half minutes. I'm sorry I just keep rambling, but y'all keep watching, so it is what it is. Hey, love y'all. See y'all Sunday.